What comes to your mind when you hear the word Bengaluru? If the only answer you can think of is traffic, pollution, IT parks, or pubs, then you have not seen the real Bengaluru. Before Bangalore became the Silicon City, it was known as the Garden City of India. My friends who were born and brought up in Bengaluru remembers how the city used to be in their childhood time. Spending the whole day in parks, school trips to museum, and Rajkumar movies on a single screen theatres were a common thing. With time everything changed and Bengaluru is not the same as it used to be. But on a brighter note, Bengaluru still preserves some of its charm which not a lot of people know about. Today we will be talking about such 10 iconic places you should visit in Bengaluru. Hey guys, welcome back to Sakri Cubes and this is Sagar. If you are staying in Bengaluru and the only thing you did over the weekends were to shop in the mall, hang out in a restaurant or just sleep for the whole weekend, then this video is for you. Next time your friends and family are in town, you know exactly where to take them. These places are not only worth the visit but also pocket friendly. Let's dive deep into a list of top 10 iconic places to visit in Bengaluru. Lalbagh Botanical Garden is the largest and the most beautiful garden you will find in Bengaluru. The garden spreads over 240 acres. Just to give you an idea how big that is, if you want to do a complete circle of Lalbagh, then you will have to walk for about 4 kilometers. That said, if you want to explore the entire garden, you will need a good 3 to 4 hours. If you can't walk, then you can avail the buggy services at extra cost. People who stay close to Lalbagh come here in the early mornings for walking, running and doing morning exercises. There are a lot of things worth seeing in Lalbagh, including Maze Garden, Glass House, Oldest Tree, Bonsai Garden, Lotus Pond, Lalbagh Rock and the lake. Among all these places, the Glass House is the center of attraction. Lalbagh is famous for its flower festival which happens twice a year, once during Independence Day and another during Republic Day. During this time, the Glass House would be decorated with flowers with different themes. For example, this year it was decorated to show tribute to our beloved Punit Rajkumar and Rajkumar. It is worth seeing Lalbagh flower show at least once in your life. I usually prefer to visit places on weekdays to beat the weekend crowd. But Cubbon Park is probably the only place which I prefer to visit on a Sunday morning. Wondering why? Because Cubbon Park is one of the liveliest places in Bengaluru, especially on weekends. We can see people jogging and walking, families having picnics and kids playing around. Occasionally there will be events where you may see people running marathons or similar events. The best part about visiting Cubbon Park is its ease of accessibility and other places surrounding it. Cubbon Park is quite large, spreading over 200 acres. There are many spots inside Cubbon Park which are worth the visit. If you are a bookworm, then you can head to Central Library, which will give you access to thousands of books. Next is my favorite spot in Cubbon Park, the Pigeon Spot. It is an amazing place to click some creative photos. Kids are going to love it for sure. Did you know that there is a dog park inside the Cubbon Park? I may sound strange here, but there is a dedicated area where dogs socialize with other dogs. If you have a pet, then do visit it and let me know the experience. You can rent a cycle here for free to roam inside the park. And attached to the Cubbon Park is the aquarium, which is worth a visit as well. Surrounding Cubbon Park, there are a lot of places, among which Vidhana Soudha is one of the popular attractions. For people who don't know, Vidhana Soudha is the largest legislative building in India. The entire Karnataka government runs from this one building. If you are visiting Bengaluru, then a photo in front of Vidhana Soudha is a must. Vidhana Soudha is massive in size. You can't enter or even go near the Vidhana Soudha for obvious security reasons. You can only see it from outside. Opposite to Vidhana Soudha is the High Court. You can just take photos with the backdrop of High Court. On the left of Cubbon Park is the Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum. This is probably my favorite place on this list. It is best suited for kids where they get to learn so many things. The specialty of this museum is everything exhibited here is interactive. So you can read about a particular experiment and then get a hands-on experience as well. Remember the famous scene from 3 Idiots movie where Professor asks,
is a machine.
And Rancho replies,
पेन की निब से लेके पैंट की जिप तक सब मशीन है सर. एक सेकंड में अप, एक सेकंड में डाउन, अप डाउन, अप डाउन, अप.
well, we'll find a prototype of pen's nib and pen zip here. That's how detailed this museum is. The museum has 4 floors, each floor having 2 sections. The different sections include engine hall, fun science, electrotechnics, space technology, biotechnology, BL Hall of Electronics, and children's science. Once you enter the museum, you may lose the track of time, and it can easily take 3 to 4 hours to completely see the museum. Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium is yet another amazing place for kids and space lovers. The planetarium is a dome-shaped sky theater. Here, various shows are conducted that will take you to outer space. The seats can recline almost horizontally so that you can look straight up at the ceiling. The visuals are so good that you feel like you are in a spacecraft itself. There are various shows, each explaining different aspects of Earth and space in a fun and exciting way. The shows are conducted in 2 languages, Kannada and English. So you can choose your preferred language and show accordingly. Each show will be 45 minutes long. You can either buy tickets directly at the counter or book them online. Since there are only 150 tickets sold per show, it is better to book them online if you are visiting on a weekend. Next to Planetarium is a science park that has some interesting experiments. It is a fun place for kids. Opposite to the Planetarium is the Indira Gandhi Music Fountain, also called National Military Memorial. This park is dedicated to show tribute to our lost soldiers. There are dummy models of tanks, fighter planes, rockets, and rusted train engines. It is famous for music fountain show that happens in the evening. The fountain show didn't impress me personally, but overall the place is good for a one-time visit. Bannerghatta is a perfect place if you want to take your kids out for the day. There are 3 major attractions here in Bannerghatta. The first one is the Jeep Safari, the second one is the Butterfly Park, and the third one is the Zoo. The Jungle Safari is a must-do activity here. You can go for a private jeep, non-AC bus or a AC bus. Irrespective of what option you choose, you are guaranteed to spot lions, tigers, bears, and elephants from a very close distance. This is probably because the animals are given a very tight space to move around. I was lucky to get a perfect shot where lion was looking straight into my eyes. During weekends, the safari would be crowded, so make sure to book the safari tickets online by scanning this QR code or visiting their official website. Bannerghatta has India's first butterfly park, where you get to see a wide variety of butterflies. The zoo, on the other hand, wasn't that impressive compared to other zoos in the country. Make sure you keep a full day aside to visit Bannerghatta National Park. Remember when I said all places listed in this video are pocket friendly? Well, that was a lie. Bangalore Palace is going to burn a hole in your pocket. I have visited so many palaces, but Bangalore Palace is one of the most expensive palaces to visit. It's not just me who is saying this. Almost every person who has visited Bangalore Palace is telling the same thing. The entrance fee is Rs 240 per head, and taking photos using your mobile is charged extra at 300 rupees per group. Keeping the pricing apart, the Bangalore Palace is very beautiful from both inside and outside. You will get an audio guide which is included in the ticket price. The palace has multiple sections including Darbar Hall, a library, an open corridor, beautiful paintings, and a photo gallery of Maharaja family. There were some spots which were photo perfect. The palace looks the best from outside, where half the palace is covered with creeper plants. Opposite to the palace is a small garden. Despite being so much expensive, Bangalore Palace can get pretty much crowded on weekends, so it is best to be here as early as possible. Did you know that Bengaluru has a fort? Back in the days, the entire Bangalore was within a fort wall. Now hardly 5% of the original fort still remains. Bangalore Fort and Tippu Sultan Summer Palace are located next to each other in one of the most crowded area, KR Market. This area is always bustling with traffic, honking, local shops and people. Among all this chaos, you may be surprised to see these two UNESCO World Heritage sites. Entry to Bangalore Fort is free. Bangalore Fort was a mud fort originally built by Kempegowda and later converted to stone fort by Tippu Sultan. The fort is comparatively very small. It will take less than 30 minutes to explore the entire fort. Just 500 meters from Bangalore Fort is Tippu Sultan's summer palace. If you don't know who is Tippu Sultan, then let me tell you about him. Tippu Sultan was known as the Tiger of Mysore. He was one of the greatest ruler of Mysore kingdom. He fought against British till his last breath. Tippu Sultan's capital was Srirangapatna and this palace in Bangalore was his summer residence. Unlike other luxurious palaces, Tippu Sultan's summer palace is simple in design. It is a two-story building constructed out of the black teak wood. Tippu used to conduct darbar from this palace. You can spend some time exploring the palace and clicking some amazing photos. If you are interested, then you can take a guide here who will walk you through the history for less than 100 rupees. If you are an art lover, then you will love this place, Karnataka Chitrakala Parishat. It is one of the very few places around Bangalore which is focused on art and culture. Here you can visit the museum or buy beautiful paintings. The art gallery is quite large, exhibiting various paintings. If you want to learn, then you can enroll for various classes here. Most of the time there will be flea market set up in this area where you can shop for beautiful handcrafts and other items. Bengaluru is filled with so many temples, among which Big Bull Temple in Basavanagudi is the most remarkable one. There are multiple temples in these premises, among which Ganesha Temple and Bull Temple are the major ones. Ganesha Temple is located at the entrance. The Ganesha idol is huge and it will be usually decorated in butter. If you take 40 to 50 steps, you will reach Big Bull Temple. The statue of Bull is carved in a single stone which measures 15 feet in height. The annual groundnut fair known as Kadlekai Parishat is held in Basavanagudi in November or December. The fair is organized to celebrate the harvest of groundnuts. During this time, farmers from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh offer groundnuts to the bull and then sell the groundnuts in this 2 days fair. Next to this temple is a Bugle Rock Park with a 3000 million year old rock formation. I might sound ridiculous here, but it's true. But the question is, why this place is called Bugle Rock? It is said that at sunset, guards used to blow the bugle to mark the end of the day and indicate the fort is safe. That's how this rock was known as Bugle Rock, and the park surrounding it is called Bugle Rock Park. It is a very beautiful park you must not miss when you visit Big Bull Temple. That was my list of top 10 iconic places to visit in Bengaluru. There are a lot of places which I couldn't cover in this video. That's why I will be making a second part of this video soon. Do let me know which place should be included in the next part. If this video was helpful for you, then hit on that like button. If you are here for the first time, then do subscribe to this channel. Let me know which place you are going to visit next in the comment section below. If you are searching for other places to visit near Bangalore, then do check out this video on the left. See you in my next video. Until then, keep traveling.